Welcome to Humanitarian Horizons. I am your host, Christina DiArcangelo. Today's episode is one that hits for millions of Americans. It's about something that has become far too common in our country, a government shutdown that is leaving United States citizens feeling like hostages in their own nation. This isn't about politics. This isn't about Republicans or Democrats. This is about human beings, real people who are being used as pawns while this power continue to receive their paychecks, their benefits, and their protections. Let's be honest. It is unacceptable. As of now, much of the U.S. government is shut down. That means agencies like TSA, the Secret Service, the FBI, Homeland Security, the Department of Education, HHS, the FDA, and the CDC are either running on fumes or completely paused. Many federal workers have been furloughed. Others, like TSA agents, air traffic controllers, and law enforcement, are still working without pay. Think about that for a moment. People who protect our airports, ensure the safety of our skies, guard our leaders, investigate national security threats, regulate food and medicine, are expected to show up, perform, and protect our country without getting a paycheck. And then there are programs that directly support the vulnerable Americans, like SNAP, the VA, and other safety net services that are either delayed, limited, or frozen. So who suffers? Not the Senate, not the House of Representatives, not the political class that caused the stalemate. The people suffer. The single mom who's trying to buy her groceries, the veteran waiting for his medication, the federal employees wondering how to pay rent this month. That's who's paying the price. Meanwhile, the government still gets paid. While millions of Americans are struggling, the Senate and the House of Representatives continue to receive their full paychecks and benefits. Let that sink in. Meanwhile, the people who actually keep this country running are federal employees, law enforcement, scientists, health inspectors, teachers are being told, wait, you'll get paid later. How is that leadership? How is that accountability? And in what world does any other job operate like that? If you or I failed to meet our responsibilities and obligations, we'd lose our pay. We'd lose our job. We'd be held accountable. But in Washington, it's business as usual. This is not about party ties. It's not about blue versus red. It's not about right versus wrong. The shutdown isn't just a headline. It's a chain reaction. Flights are being delayed and now canceled because air traffic controllers and TSA agents are stretched thin. Medical and scientific research is being paused because funding has stopped. The FDA can't inspect food or approve critical drugs. The CDC can't fully attract or fully track public health data or manage ongoing health threats. And what about all of the programs like SNAP, like the Veterans Affairs Department? This isn't a partisan crisis. It's a humanitarian crisis right here at home. Because when the system that's supposed to protect, feed, and support the citizens stop functioning, the people suffer. And the damage doesn't go away, and the government reopens. Families fall behind on bills, credit scores get hit, mental health deteriorates, and the trust in government, as it's already fragile, breaks a little more each time these terrible things happen. Here's the truth. Leadership means sacrifice. It means putting people above politics. But what we're seeing in Washington is finger pointing, blame shifting. Everyone's busy scoring points for their side while the Americans are living with consequences. Real leadership would mean saying, enough. We won't take a dime until our people are paid. Imagine if every member of the Senate and House of Representatives had their pay frozen during the shutdown. Do you think that they would last more than a week? Maybe, but eventually this would be an issue for them too. The sad reality is there's a disconnect, a massive gap between the decision makers and the citizens they represent. Those in power live in comfort, while ordinary Americans live in uncertainty. We have to do better as a nation. Government should not be used as a weapon to hurt people, but the very people it's meant to serve. Our system was built on service, public service, not self-preservation. And yet, here we are in another shutdown with millions of families paying the price. Oh, and I might add, this has been the longest shutdown ever in the history of the United States. Go figure. It's time for both sides of the aisle to remember why they were elected in the first place. Not to protect party power, not to posture for media headlines, but to serve the American people. All of them. From a humanitarian standpoint, what's happening is devastating. This is not just about economics or policies. It's about dignity, the dignity of work, the dignity of having access to healthcare, food, and safety, the dignity of being treated like a citizen who matters, not a pawn in a political game. We talk about democracy, but democracy can't function when the people it's built upon are left hungry, anxious, and voiceless. The measure of grief on our nation has been horrendous. And the measure of a great nation is not how wealthy or how powerful its leaders are, but how it treats the most vulnerable. And right now, America is failing the test. So where do we go from here? First, we demand accountability. We make our voices heard, not through division, but through unity. We tell our leaders that we will not accept being collateral damage in their political battles. Second, we take care of each other. Check on our neighbors who work for the government. Support local food banks. Be kind to those in uniform, the TSA agents, the postal workers, the people still showing up despite not being paid. And finally, we remember that the change starts with us. We can't wait for Washington to fix itself. We have to lead by example through compassion, fairness, and courage. The American people deserve better. We deserve a government that values humanity over politics, over service, over ego, and responsibility over rhetoric. Until that happens, we need to keep shining the light on the truth, amplifying the voices of those who are being silenced, and demanding justice when it's long overdue. Because that's what we do here at Humanitarian Horizons. I am Christina DiArcangelo. Thank you for listening. And remember, we can't fix what we won't face. Let's face it together. Let's be united. Let's come together and show everybody the unity that exists within the United States, the great United States of America. Thank you for listening.